Welcome back, everyone. World Baseball News for the week of September 5th. We are in the final month of the season in Japan and Korea. The matchup for the final series in Mexico is almost set. Italian series is underway. Holland series gets underway this week. In Germany, a champion was crowned over the weekend. WBC qualifier schedule was released last week, and we may soon have a new single-season home run record in NPB. But first, MLB in Mexico has been confirmed for the 2023 season. We knew it was in their plans, but now it's official. On April 29th and 30th, about a month into the 2023 season, the San Diego Padres and San Francisco Giants will meet for a two-game series at Arpaluz Stadium in Mexico City. Major League Baseball has played 11 regular season games in Mexico over the last 30 years, but this will be the first one in Mexico City. All previous games were played in Monterrey, with the last one in 2019 between the Astros and Angels. That was the same year that the 20,000-capacity Arpaluz Stadium was opened. The first MLB Mexican series at that venue was scheduled for April of 2020, but canceled due to the pandemic. More names coming in for the WBC. A couple Dodgers committed for Team USA last week. Will Smith becomes the second catcher to commit for the American team, along with JT Realmuto. The 27-year-old four-year Major League veteran is hitting .263, .351, .469, with 20 home runs and 113 games this year. 91 of those games played at catcher. 29-year-old infielder Trey Turner is the other one. A two-time All-Star, last year he won the batting title and led the league in hits, stolen bases, and total bases. This year his line is .305, .350, .481, with 19 homers and 22 steals in 131 games. He's played all games at shortstop this year, but can also play second. This is what the U.S. team looks like now. The outfield is set with Mike Trout, Mookie Betts, and Bryce Harper. Two more outfielders on the bench are Kyle Tucker and Cedric Mullins. Nolan Arenado at third, Turner at short, Trevor Story at second, and Paul Goldschmidt at first, and one additional infielder in Tim Anderson. Pete Alonso at DH, and two catchers, Realmuto and Smith. Still room for a few more position players, and no pitchers yet, but the team is looking really good right now. 33-year-old outfielder Starling Marte has committed to play for the Dominican Republic at the WBC. A two-time All-Star and two-time Gold Glove winner with over 300 stolen bases in his 11-year career. This year he's slashing .294, .348, .472 with 16 home runs and 18 steals. This is what the Dominican roster looks like as of now. Marte and Juan Soto in the outfield. Manny Machado, Jose Ramirez, and Vlad Guerrero Jr. in the infield. DH Rafael Devers. And starting pitcher Sandy Alcantara. In the bullpen, Emmanuel Clase, Genesis Cabrera, and Yimi Garcia. Not as complete as the U.S. team on the field, but so far it looks good. And they've got pitchers. Colombia is starting to get their team together now. 27-year-old outfielder and first baseman Harold Ramirez, a .332 batter in 93 games for the Tampa Bay Rays, is in. 23-year-old third baseman Gio Urshela is in. In 112 games with the Twins this year, he's hitting .268, .315, .427 with 11 home runs. 34-year-old infielder Donovan Solano is hitting .315, .368, .420 in 56 games with the Cincinnati Reds. And Jose Quintana, the veteran left-hander, has only made 6 starts with the St. Louis Cardinals. 29 1/3 innings, ERA .338. Team Italy got 3 commitments. Angels infielder David Fletcher, a .275 batter who divides his time between second and short. Outfielder and first baseman Trey Mancini started this season with the Astros, now with the Orioles. He's got a .330 on-base percentage and 16 home runs. And 29-year-old relief pitcher Jordan Romano, an all-star for the first time this year with the Blue Jays. 49 appearances, .215 ERA, and 28 saves. And they will be led by MLB Hall of Famer Mike Piazza. The 12-time All-Star, 10-time Silver Slugger with over 400 career home runs will manage the Italian team. He's already been managing the team the last couple of years. This will be his first time managing in the WBC. He previously played for Team Italy in the inaugural 2006 WBC and was hitting coach for the 2009 and 2013 editions. Ian Kinsler has been named manager of Team Israel. The former second baseman ended his 14-year playing career in 2019 with 4 All-Star appearances, 2 Gold Gloves, and 1,999 hits. He last played internationally for the Israeli team at last year's Summer Olympics. Schedules for the WBC qualifiers were released last week. Pool A in Regensburg, Germany begins 1 week from this Friday. On day 1, South Africa will meet Spain while Great Britain takes on France. 1 day later, the winner of the first game meets the Czech Republic, while the winner of Britain and France goes up against Germany. Then it follows a double elimination bracket till only 2 teams are left standing on Wednesday, September 21st. A week later, the Pool B qualifier in Panama gets underway on Friday, September 30th, with New Zealand versus Brazil and Pakistan versus Argentina. A day later, Nicaragua gets the winner of New Zealand and Brazil, while the host country gets the winner of Pakistan and Argentina. That will continue until Wednesday, October 5th, when only 2 teams will remain to qualify for the WBC. If you live in one of these countries, here's where you can tune in. In addition, from anywhere in the world, you can watch on MLB TV, WorldBaseballClassic.com, or on the World Baseball Classic YouTube and Facebook pages. All we're waiting for now are the team rosters. I'll have all the information in my WBC qualifier previews, coming soon. In Japan, 4 weeks remain in the NPB regular season. The race is getting really intense now as the 12 teams battle it out for 6 spots in the postseason. Going into last week, the Swallows were 7 games ahead of the second-place Baystars in Central League. The Tigers were holding on to the 3rd and final postseason spot, but the Carp and Giants were both within a couple games. In Pacific League, the Hawks had just taken back the top spot, but the Lions were only a half game back, and those two were meeting on the weekend. Buffaloes and Eagles, meanwhile, were both within 4 games of the Hawks. And it's not just the postseason race that everyone has their eyes on this September. 22-year-old Swallows slugger Munetaka Murakami is 9 home runs away from the NPB record. Last week he hit number 50, only the 10th player in NPB history to hit 50 homers in a single season. On Sunday he hit number 51. With 22 games left on the schedule, he's projected to hit 60, tying the NPB record. Giants rookie closer Taisei Ota got his 31st save of the season on Sunday. He needs 6 more to reach the record for saves by a rookie. Yasuaki Yamasaki in 2015 and Ryoji Kuribayashi last year share the record of 37. Giants outfielder Yoshihiro Maru hit his 300th career double last week, the 75th player in NPB history to reach that mark. His next major milestone will be 250 home runs. He has 248 right now, so we should see it soon. One game on Monday, Marines over Hawks 3-2 at Kyocera Dome. Tuesday, it was the Giants and Swallows' turn to meet at Kyocera Dome. Swallows won this one 4-2 in 11 innings. Baystars blanked the Dragons 6-0. Tigers shut out the Carp 1-0. Buffalo scored 2 in the 9th to come back and beat the Eagles 4-3, and the Lions got past the Fighters 3-1. Baystars pitcher Shota Imanaga improved to 9-3 after tossing 8 scoreless with 5 Ks. Koyo Aoyagi threw 7 scoreless for the Tigers, but had to settle for a no decision. Wednesday, Swallows and Giants ended in an 8-8 tie after 12 innings in the longest game of the season, 5 hours 28 minutes. Baystars over Dragons 3-2, Tigers 6-5 over the Carp, Buffaloes over Eagles 8-3, Fighters 4-2 over the Lions, and the Marines shut out the Hawks 3-0. First baseman Yuma Tongu drove in 5 runs on 2 homers in the Buffaloes' win. Thursday, Baystars shut out the Dragons 7-0 for a 3-game sweep. Tigers blanked the Carp 8-0 for the sweep, game called after 6 innings. Eagles avoided a sweep, beating the Buffaloes 11-8. Lions-Fighters game was rained out, and the Marines blanked the Hawks for the second day in a row, 7-0 to complete a 3-game sweep. Tigers pitcher Hiroto Saiki threw all 6 innings in their rain-shortened game. No runs, only 3 hits, and 9 Ks. Koji Chikamoto, meanwhile, was 4 out of 4 with a solo home run. Eagles got a grand slam from Hiroaki Shimauchi, one of his 3 hits for the day. Manabu Mima got the win for the Marines, 7 innings, no runs, 3 hits. Friday, new series for the weekend, 6 games, 4 shutouts. Swallows shut out the Dragons 5-0. Tigers and Giants, 12 innings, a 2-2 tie. Second straight tie for the Giants and their 3rd straight extra inning game. Carp blanked the Baystars 2-0. Fighters put away the Eagles 3-1. 16 consecutive losses on a Friday for the Eagles. Buffaloes 1-0 over the Marines, and the Hawks shut out the Lions 4-0. Cy Sneed 7 scoreless and 5 Ks for the Swallows. Daichi Osera 7 scoreless for the Carp. Roki Sasaki, a complete game, 9 Ks, only 1 run, 4 hits, and a walk allowed, but he was the losing pitcher. Saturday, Dragons beat the Swallows 5-1, Giants 7-1 over the Tigers. Carp shut out the Baystars for the second day in a row, 4-0. Eagles walked it off in the 10th to beat the Fighters 5-4. Buffaloes got past the Marines 4-3, and the Hawks beat the Lions again 5-2. Dayan Viciedo had 3 hits, a walk, a solo home run, and 2 RBI for the Dragons. Atsushi Endo tossed 7 scoreless with 5 Ks to get the win for the Carp. Yoshinobu Yamamoto threw another complete game, 9 innings, 3 runs, 9 Ks, and no walks, as he improved to 12-5. Sunday, Dragons over Swallows 6-3 to take the series. Giants blanked the Tigers 2-0. Carp 7-0 over the Baystars for a 3-game sweep, all 3 games by shutout. Fighters 8-2 over the Eagles to win the series. Buffaloes beat the Marines 5-2 for a 3-game sweep, and the Lions prevented a sweep with a 4-1 win over the Hawks. Shogo Sakakura hit a grand slam to lead the Carp offensively. Takayuki Kato threw 8 shutout innings to earn the win for the Fighters. Central League standings looks about the same as it did a week ago. Swallows at the top, Baystars 7 back. Tigers in the last playoff spot, followed closely by the Carp and Giants, both 2 behind the Tigers. Dragons 5 out in the postseason race, not out of it yet, but time is running out quickly. Pacific League, Hawks, Lions, and Buffaloes all tied up. Sort of. Hawks lead by percentage. Those are the three postseason teams as of right now. Eagles are 3.5 back. Hopes are fading for the Marines. They are 6 out. And the Fighters will likely end the year with NPB's worst record. This week in NPB, Tuesday to Thursday, Bay Stars at Giants, Carp at Dragons, Swallows at Tigers. That one is Tuesday and Wednesday only. Buffaloes at Fighters, Marines at Lions, and Eagles at Hawks. Friday, Central League only. These matchups are Friday and Saturday only. Dragons at Giants, Carp at Swallows, and Tigers at Bay Stars. Pacific League, Saturday and Sunday, Marines at Eagles, Fighters at Lions, and this'll be a good one, Hawks at Buffaloes. Sunday, Swallows at Bay Stars, Dragons at Tigers. Those two are Sunday and Monday. And Giants at Carp, Sunday only. In Korea, just over 20 games remain in the KBO regular season. Going into last week, the SSG Landers held a 7-game lead over the second-place LG Twins. The KT Wiz were the new third-place team, having taken it from the Kiwoom Heroes. And the Lotte Giants were slowly gaining on the fifth-place Kia Tigers for the fifth and final playoff spot. We'll see if anything changed, but first, one more retirement was announced last week. Ji-won Na, the hero of the 2009 Korean Series, announced last Thursday that he'll retire at the end of this season. The 37-year-old 15-year veteran has played in over 1,000 games, hit over 200 home runs, and 800 RBI. He's best known for his walk-off solo homer in Game 7 of the 2009 Korean Series to win the title for his Kia Tigers over the SK Wyverns. This year he's only played in one game and has not appeared at the plate. Last Tuesday, all but one game rained out. Heroes held on to beat the Giants 6-5. Hae-sung Kim had 4 hits to lead the Heroes hitting. Wednesday, all teams back on the field. Tigers over Eagles 4-3. Heroes over Giants again 5-4. Twins over Dinos 5-3. Wiz 5-2 over the Bears. And the Lions beat the first-place Landers 2-1 on a walk-off sac fly. Albert Suarez struck out 8 batters through 7 shutout innings in a no decision for the Lions. Thursday, new series, Heroes 7-1 over the Eagles. Twins scored 3 in the ninth to get past the Wiz 3-1. Bears beat the Giants 2-1. Dinos 3-2 over the Landers. And the Lions were 4-1 winners over the Tigers. Heroes pitcher Woo Jin An got win number 12, going 6 shutout innings with only 2 hits and 10 strikeouts. Jung-hoo Lee had 3 singles and a triple to lead the Heroes hitting. Tae-in Won tossed 7 scoreless to earn the win for the Lions. Friday, Heroes put away the Eagles 4-0 for the 2-game sweep. Twins swept the Wiz with a 2-1 win. Giants hammered the Bears 16-4. Landers beat the Dinos 5-3. And the Tigers topped the Lions 8-3. Big day for Zachary Rex. 3 walks, 3 hits, 2 home runs, 5 runs scored, and 5 runs batted in. Sean Morimondo allowed 1 run over 7 innings as he improved to 5-0 with a 1.87 ERA in 7 starts. Saturday, Wiz beat the Tigers 5-1. Twins and Giants were rained out. Eagles got past the Dinos 7-3, Lions 4-1 over the Bears, and the Heroes won their 5th in a row, 2-1 over the Landers. Lions pitcher Jung Hyun Baek held the Bears scoreless on just 2 hits through 6 innings, as he earned his first win of the year. He is now 1-12. Sunday, another rainy day, 2 games called off. Wiz beat the Tigers 6-2 for a 2-game sweep. Twins hammered the Giants 14-1, and the Eagles crushed the Dinos 10-1 for the sweep. Eagles pitcher Min-woo Kim went all 9 innings for the complete game. 1 run, 3 hits, and 5 strikeouts. KBO standings, Landers still lead the way, but the Twins have been hot lately, winners of 7 in a row and trailing now by just 4 games. Third-place Heroes are on a 5-game win streak, helping them to regain the number 3 spot. Wiz fell to 4th, only a game and a half behind the Heroes, and 8 games ahead of the 5th-place Tigers. Tigers still hold a 5-game lead for the last spot in the postseason. Giants are the nearest threat, followed by the Dinos. Lions moved past the Bears for 8th place last week. It's looking like the Bears' streak of 7 straight years reaching the Korean Series will come to an end this year. This week in the KBO, Tuesday and Wednesday, Eagles at Wiz, Tigers at Giants. Good chance for the Giants to catch up with the Tigers. Maybe their last chance, too. Bears at Dinos. First place Landers at second place Twins. Twins are on a 7-game win streak and playing at home. That ought to be good. And Heroes at Lions. Thursday and Friday, Eagles at Bears, Tigers at Landers, second place Twins at third place Heroes, Giants at Lions, and Dinos at Wiz. Saturday and Sunday, Tigers at Bears, 4th place Wiz at 3rd place Heroes, Twins at Lions, Dinos at Giants, and Landers visiting the Eagles. Next up, Taiwan. Heading into last week, the Rakuten Monkeys led the second half standings with a 3.5-game lead over the second place Dragons. Guardians were 5 games back, Brothers 6. Monkeys held a 10-game lead in the overall standings while the Dragons and Brothers were tied for second. Monkeys already clinched 1 spot in the postseason, 2 more up for grabs with just over 30 games to go. CPBL Players of the Month for August. For pitchers, the award went to Tsupeng Huang of the Monkeys. In 28 innings, he had an ERA of 1.29 and a 0.96 whip with 20 strikeouts. For hitters, it was Chie Kai Pan of the Lions. In 75 plate appearances, he slashed .403, .452, .582. Last week, one makeup game on Monday. Dragons beat the Guardians 6-2. Tuesday, Monkeys beat the Dragons 7-3. Hitting was led by Yu Xianchu with 2 singles and a double. Brothers got past the Guardians 2-1. Bo Hao Chen held the Guardians to 1 run in 7 innings on the mound. Wednesday, Monkeys and Dragons finished in a 4-4 tie. Lions came back to beat the Brothers 7-5. Ang Ku Lin batted in 3 runs on 2 hits for the Lions. Thursday, Guardians and Dragons tied at 4. 2 straight ties for the Dragons. Brothers beat the Lions 4-0. Michael Marriott threw 7 shutout innings to earn his first CPBL win in his first start. Friday, different day, same score. Brothers over Lions 4-0. Jose De Paula struck out 11 batters in 8 scoreless innings for win number 10. Monkeys Guardians game was postponed. That was supposed to be the final start for Guardians pitcher Mike Laurie. Saturday, both games were rained out as a typhoon made its way through the island. One game on Sunday, Brothers trounced the Dragons 12-4. Shu Chi Chao drove in 5 runs on 3 hits, one of them a home run. CPBL second half standings, Monkeys maintain the lead. Brothers and Dragons are now tied for second, both 4.5 back, both 1 game over 500. Guardians fell back a little, now 6.5 games out. Lions still in last, 9.5 out of first. Overall standings, Monkeys' lead shrinks to single digits, but still a comfortable 9 games. Brothers are back in second now after a good week. Dragons are 2 behind the Brothers, Lions 4 behind the Dragons. 1 game today, Monkeys at Guardians. This will be Mike Laurie's final game, unless it gets rained out again. Tuesday, we'll see Brothers at Dragons and Guardians at Lions. The Serie del Rey will start in Mexico this week. Last week was the start of the North and South Final Series, with the winner of those best-of-7 series moving on to the Championship Series. Here is what happened. Monday, the Serie de Campeonato got underway in the North, with Monterrey taking care of top-seeded Tijuana 6-2. Third baseman Orlando Calite had 3 hits, 2 runs scored, and 1 batted in. Tuesday, Game 1 in the South took 11 innings before Diablos Rojos prevailed 11-10 on a walk-off single. Shortstop Juan Carlos Gamboa was the big hitter for Rojos, 4 hits and 2 home runs, one of them a grand slam. Monterrey took the second one in Tijuana 4-1 for a 2-0 series lead. Julio Teheran got the win, holding Tijuana scoreless on 2 hits in 6 innings. Wednesday, Yucatan handed Rojos their first loss of the playoffs, 15-8 to tie the series at 1. Outfielder Yadir Drake had 2 hits, homered, stole a base, and drove in 4. Thursday, Game 3 in the North would not be settled till the bottom of the 13th when Victor Mendoza hit the walk-off single to give Monterrey a 2-1 win and a commanding 3-0 lead in the series. Friday, Tijuana led 10-2 after 4 innings. Looked like they were going to prolong the series for at least another day, but Monterrey put up 10 of their own in the late innings, including 3 in the 9th. Victor Mendoza, for the second day in a row, hit the walk-off single, this time bringing in 2 runs to give Monterrey a 12-11 win and a 4-0 sweep of the series. Defending champions Toros de Tijuana were sent home, and Sultanes de Monterrey advanced to the Serie del Rey as champions of the North after entering the playoffs as the number 4 seed. In the other game, Diablos Rojos went up 2-1 in the series with an 8-3 win over Yucatan. Outfielder Julian Ornelas had 4 hits and a walk, a home run, 4 runs scored, and 3 batted in. Game 4 Saturday, Yucatan had a 4-3 lead after the first inning, but not much scoring the rest of the way. Yucatan was down 6-4 in the bottom of the 9th, loaded the bases with nobody out, but only managed 1 run as Rojos held on for a 6-5 win, going up 3-1 in the series. Francisco Haro threw 6 1/3 scoreless in relief to earn the win. Game 5 Sunday, Rojos with a chance to put the series away, but Elian Leiva struck out 8 batters through 7 shutout innings, allowing just 1 hit and 2 walks, keeping Yucatan alive. They won 2-0. Back to Mexico City for Game 6 on Tuesday, Game 7 if necessary on Wednesday. On Friday, September 9th is Game 1 of the Serie del Rey. It's over. The 2022 season in Germany's Baseball Bundesliga came to an end over the weekend. The Bonn Capitals held a 2-0 lead over the Paderborn Untouchables going into last week, needing just 1 more win to take the best-of-5 series. Game 3 Saturday, Paderborn scored 4 runs in the first 3 innings. Luca Rammelmann hit a 2-run homer in the third and later an RBI single, as Paderborn won 5-2 to keep the series going for another day. Game 4 Sunday, Bonn took an early 2-0 lead. Paderborn tied it up in the 5th, but Bonn was able to add a few more runs in the late innings while Paderborn could not. Former Major League pitcher Dovidas Neverauskas closed it out with 2 perfect innings to end the game. Bonn 5-2 over Paderborn in Game 4 and 3-1 in the series. The Bonn Capitals are the 2022 Baseball Bundesliga champions, only their second title in more than 30 years of competing. Their last one came in 2018. This was their 6th consecutive trip to the final series. They were runners-up in each of the last 3 years. Italian series got underway late last week, but before that there was still one semifinal match undecided. Going into the week, Parma held a 3-2 series lead over Unipolsai Fortitudo Bologna, while defending champion San Marino awaited the winner for the championship. Game 6 on Monday, Bologna 1-0 over Parma to tie the series at 3 and send it to Game 7. One day later, another close one, Parma 2-1 to take the series in 7. The last 4 games of the series were all decided by 1 run. Great series. So, for the first time since 2018, Parma is in the Italian series. For the first time since 2017, Unipolsai Fortitudo Bologna is not. San Marino is there for the 4th straight year, looking to win back-to-back titles. Parma is seeking their first title since 2010. Game 1 of the Italian series, San Marino was victorious 3-1. In Game 2, Parma, normally a low-scoring team, came out swinging and won big, 13-4 to even the series at 1. So they're tied at 1 game apiece. Game 3 is today, Games 4 and 5 on Tuesday and Wednesday. One team will be left standing by the end of the week. No games in the Netherlands last week, but just a reminder that Game 1 of the Holland series will be this Thursday, September 8th, between Curaçao Neptunus of Rotterdam and HCAW. And that's all for this one. Until next time, this is Baseball International. See ya.